Hello, welcome to the CIA show right here on TAV TV. My name is William Sabwile, and you know how we do it right here on the show. We delve into those headlines, those critical stories, and of course, we get to analyze them here on the program. So, are you ready to do that with me? On today's program, we're going to be looking at the Rivers State political crisis. If you've been following the story, you know that Governor Fubara is not yet off the hook of his godfather. How do I know? Crisis and news stories keep popping up every other day. And this time around, we got a news headline from the Vanguard newspaper that's talking about how the elders of River State has waded into the matter by dragging the presidency to court to get interpretation on whether the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has the right to tell the governor to do all the things that he has asked the governor to do so far. All right, we'll get into that matter when we come back from this quick break. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're a first-time viewer. And also an old-time viewer, check if you've turned on your notification because you need to turn it on to get to know whenever we post new episodes of this program and all other interesting programs we have for you lined up right here on TAP TV. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick break. All right, let's get into the matter. Like we said, we're looking at a headline on Vanguard newspaper that is talking about how River State elders have waded into the crisis, the political crisis, in River State. And this time around, they are taking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidency that is, to court. And they are praying the court to interpret and explain to them the rights of the president to intervene in certain levels of affairs in River State to the extent of telling the governor, Fubara, what to do. One of those things that, if we remember, if you've been following the stories, one of those things that we saw the president do was he told Fubara to reinstate the 24 House of Assembly members that vacated their seat by porting to a different party aside the PDP. And, constitutionally, that automatically, gives their seat or makes their seat vacant. And, of course, the president is saying those House of Assembly members should still be accorded their full rights as members of the Assembly. And so elders headed by Chief Sarah Igbe, has gone to court to say, okay, we need you to explain to us what is going on. Does the president have this much powers to do what he's doing? And if he has this much powers, to what extent? And then what is the place of democracy in all of this? I mean, River State has its democracy that is ongoing. So how come the president can play this much role in our state? So they are worried. And if you look at the matter in play, you begin to wonder what is going on. Also, let's not forget that recently, courts have asked Fubara to represent the 2024 budget that was passed sometime late December to the remaining four-man House of Assembly headed by Edison Ehi back then. But, of course, we later saw where Edison resigned his position as the House of Assembly member, and now Martin Zamewule has been asked to be reinstated. And so a lot is going on, and Rivers people are saying that has the governor lost his powers or forgotten who he is or the office that he bears? And does he now dance to the tune of some voices outside the state? And even if he wants to dance to the tone of these voices, does he have the right as a governor to do that? Is he governing just a few set of cabal that brought him into office? Or he's actually leading the entire people of River State with a population of over 6 million residents here? And so Rivers people are worried and saying, if Governor Fubara is beginning to dance to the tune of these people, what is now the fate of Rivers people? And so you see the elders running to courts. And also, civil society organizations have also said, Governor Fubara, you don't have the right to take decisions on your own because you're not just the governor, you're the governor of Rivers State. And so whether your godfather or people in Abuja, including the presidency, is telling you to do this and do that, Rivers people, the interest of Rivers people must come first before you begin to do things that are of political interest to you, Mr. Governor. So these are some of the issues that are beginning to pop up. And it's becoming very much more interesting because we know and we hear that Governor Wike, somehow, the scent of Governor Wike is somewhere around all of this. You know, people are saying, oh, Williams, if you ask me, Williams, how do you know this? Well, remember this whole crisis started when, Governor Wike's name popped up in the scene that he was demanding monies as kickbacks, like reward from, making Governor Fubara the governor of Rivers State. And, you know how all of that played out, and that's how we got to this point. So are we saying that Governor Fubara has finally won the battle and Wike's hand is now totally washed off all of this drama that is playing out? Oh, 24 House of Assembly members need to come back and retain their seats as APC members against the fact that they got into office on the heels. Oh, sorry, not heel. On the ticket of PDP. Okay, got into office on the ticket of PDP, and ported to APC, and they want to retain those seats constitutionally. Those seats have been, are already vacant. But then here we are, the courts are interpreting things that are not, the usual things. So there's a lot of confusion and a lot of questions are being raised here in Rivers State. And we are hoping that all of this crisis will not affect the well-being of Rivers indigents, who, if you ask me, are the main people that are suffering from these two elephants that are fighting. In recent time, we've seen the governor of Rivers State trying to, form alliances with his PDP governors around here, southeast. We saw him with Edo State governor, who is one of those people that his godfather never agreed with. We also saw him with Governor Diri of Bayelsa State. These are governors that his godfather never ever, at the beginning part, they seem to want to have a relationship, but at the ending, we saw that he didn't have a good relationship with these governors, never liked them, or never, they were always at loggerheads, especially with the governor of Edo State. But here we are, we saw Fubara recently trying to make friends with all these governors. Who knows what's going on? Who knows whether he's trying to actually build up his alliances? Before I go, let's also look at the fact that the civil society organizations have also threatened to take Governor Siminalayi Fubara to court if he goes ahead to represent that 2024 budget to the 24 lawmakers that moved to the APC and are yet to affirm their right to be House of Assembly members in Rivers State. So the civil society organization is saying that if Fubara goes ahead to represent that 2024 budget to these House of Assembly members, it will mean that they are beginning to rubbish democracy. And if you ask me, I agree with them. I don't think Fubara should demean or belittle his office of the governor to that level where these 24 lawmakers will have the right to do as they will, go off and on. If they are allowed to do this,